Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from Alaunos Therapeutics, and let me tell you, it involves board members getting paid in company stock. It's like they're saying, we believe in this so much, we'll take our pay in hopes it goes to the moon, or maybe they were just short on cash. Let's decode what's really going on. This report, called an 8K, was filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, on April 15, 2025. Think of the SEC as the financial police, making sure companies play fair and share important information with investors. An 8K is used to report major events that could affect the company and its stock price. Now let's get to the juicy part. The board of directors of Alaunos Therapeutics decided they'd rather have company stock instead of cash for their past service. This isn't just pocket change, we're talking about money they earned between the third quarter of 2024 and the first quarter of 2025. The total amount they were owed was $139,000. They weren't paid that money when they earned it, but at a later date. To pay them, the company issued 38,269 shares of common stock. Each share has a par value, which is like a face value of 0.001. But the important number is that the total value of those shares at the time was $111,070. On top of the shares, the board members also received 10,904 stock options. Stock options give them the right to buy shares in the future at a set price, which in this case is $2.9250. And it's that price, which in this case is $2.9250. So what does this all mean? Well, when board members choose to be paid in stock instead of cash, it could be a sign they're very confident in the company's future. They're betting that the stock price will go up, making their shares and options worth more. It also helps the company's cash flow in the short term because they don't have to spend as much cash right away. However, it can also raise some questions. Are they doing this because the company is short on cash? Is it a genuine belief in the company's future, or a way to avoid taking a pay cut during tough times? It's hard to know for sure without digging deeper into the company's overall financial situation. Alaunos Therapeutics is a company in the business of fighting cancer with something called T-cell receptor, or TCR therapies. Basically, they're trying to sell it's a cutting-edge field, but it's also very risky and expensive to develop new therapies. Now, let's step back and look at the bigger picture. Alaunos, like many biotech companies, is likely burning through cash as it develops its cancer therapies. Paying board members in stock instead of cash is a way to preserve cash. It's also a way to align the board's interests with those of the shareholders. If the company does well, the stock price goes up and everyone benefits. But it's also important to remember that stock options can dilute the value of existing shares. When more shares are issued, each share represents a smaller piece of the pie. So while this move might be good for the board members and the company's short-term cash flow, it could have a small negative impact on existing shareholders. From my perspective, this decision by Alaunos' board is a mixed bag. It shows confidence in the company's future and it helps preserve cash. But it also raises some questions about the company's financial health. Overall, I would say this is a neutral to slightly positive sign, but investors should keep a close eye on the company's cash flow and stock performance in the coming months. Alaunos Therapeutics has strengths, like its innovative cancer therapies and a board that's willing to bet on the company's future. But it also faces weaknesses like the high cost of drug development and the risk of clinical trial failures. For notable risk is the company's reliance on raising capital. Biotech companies often need to raise money to fund their research and development. If Alaunos has trouble raising money in the future, it could slow down its progress or even force it to cut back on its operations. In conclusion, Alaunos Therapeutics is an interesting company with a lot of potential, but it also faces some challenges. The decision to pay board members in stock is a sign of confidence, but it's also a reminder of the risks involved in investing in biotech companies. As always, do your own research and invest wisely. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more corporate decoding.